Zebra! Zebra! Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bonanza. Last time, we managed to get farther into the freezer layer, getting to the Zebra Bananza. And this time, we're going to be going back up to the higher levels, only so that way we can actually utilize the Zebra Bananza. Now, let's go! Now, the Zebra Bananza is probably one of the fastest Bonanzas in the game for a good reason. And I got fossil maps. Great. Okay, that's slightly helpful. Sure, why not? Anyway, we can actually go around and check out where we need to go next. Now, Zebra being the fastest is actually pretty good early on because a lot of things take time, and Zebra actually makes things easier, especially with the outfit. Now, as you saw correctly, I passed by something that's down there. If you go down again, you can see that there is a hole in certain locations. We need to find where this is. We need to find where that is, because if we can find it, then we can actually get there. Now, I'm going to focus primarily on what we're supposed to do first, and then we'll go around getting extra bananas, because mainly that's the way I usually play this game, versus me just waiting forever. We have a bunch of points stocked up, and it's actually pretty useful. Now, where we're supposed to go is over here. We couldn't do this before about the Zebra Bananza. Now, this melon over here automatically refreshes banana energy. Bananium energy is pretty useful, and it does not get destroyed permanently. In fact, it refills it all the way, entirely. Here's some melons, place them in a few spots around here. You ever eat a banana melon, you restore your banana energy, bro. And the more you eat it, the more banana energy you get. Now, let's do Zebra. Let's run across this bridge, and we are already at the end of this. Hello. This is sabotage, bruh! This is a disaster! Someone been blocking the airflow inside the cooling tower. We can't stop it. Please do something. Save us, bruh! There's an emergency entrance nearby. Just go up from there, bruh. Indeed, bruh. Let's go, bruh. Bruh. Honestly, the Zebra theme is actually pretty fun to hear and listen to on repeat. And I'll be quiet to let you all listen to it. So yeah, the theme is awesome. Honestly, I do like the Zebra theme the most out of all the themes in the game because it just sounds so high-pitched and cool sounding. Now, if you jump down here, you can actually get yourself an area to get yourself another one of those headways. Let's go and get this one out of the way first. And get this thing built. 800? Alright, that's easy. And the hideaway is being built in this igloo. And that is 8. We now have comfort level 5, which means we can actually get comforting right here. Let's see if Pauline has anything to say for us while we sleep.
Hey, TK, are you awake? It must be fun to run on top of the water like a zebra. How does that work? Can I do it too? You just step on the water really light and fast, right? And then step again before the first leg sinks. And then just keep doing it over and over and over and over. No way, TK. However you're doing it, it's actually impossible.
Impossible, Pauline? Shenanigans. You and I both know other series do the same thing. Heck, look at Sonic the Hedgehog. As one occasion, he always does run across the water like it repeats. Now, ironically enough, you can go over water anywhere you want, and you don't need to sink in. You stop in the water, though, you automatically sink. So, try not to stop in the water. Anyway, there's actually something over here I want to grab. And hit it, and more of these. And since you have Zebra, going over the ice is actually very easy. Now, Zebra's punching power is the same as your regular punching power, so don't think it's going to be stronger than any punching power in any other Bonanzas. So, you're pretty much going to be doing a normal punching strength versus having stronger punching strength as a Kong Bonanza. And Zebra's, like, anytime Zebra gets a banana, it automatically makes it more funny to me because it's just one of the sillier ones. Now, we can actually go across here, and unfortunately, it's cold, yes. We still get damage for it. However, unlike before, we don't actually take a lot of damage. So we can actually just get away with it and not worry too much. Now, there actually is something around here I want to grab because it's actually quite important. Let's go on the water again. Hold. And there's actually a cannon over here. I really don't concern myself whenever I fall in the water to get that, and it's honestly pretty easy to get to. A barrel cannon back to the beginning seems like a very good idea. And now we can get back to the beginning if we so wish, in case we fall off again. Now, you can refill your Bonanza automatically once the timer hits 0, and do it again in order to refill the container and need it. Now, there's nothing in the water, don't worry about it too much. However, there is something on the across the sea if you actually go to it. Actually, there is something over here. Another one of these gates that actually allow you to get more gold, which is actually pretty good. Bombing for gold once again. Honestly, this is actually a pretty fun one. Now, unlike last bombing for gold, more of Void Kong's faces. You can throw bombs as much as possible. I recommend speeding up as much as possible for this one, so you can get more bombs. Ah, yes, a lot of gold. Take this, Void. I don't like your ugly face. All right, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, hello, 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 hello. There we go, all the gold we needed. And we got 1,500. It's actually pretty good, considering I wasted a lot of gold trying to get everything else back up. Oy vey, that's usually exhausting for me. And rather. I pretty much wanted to do that just for the extra gold. Plus, there is a fossil around here you want to grab. Just be careful of the ice physics. Okay, punch the ice physics out. Okay, sea lily. Let's get into the cannon and then fly over. Very good. Now, there's actually something over here. Another one of these. You can actually get across by just punching this in order to get over there. It's pretty simple. Straightforward, I guess, but really, I don't concern myself with that because you can just use Zebra to get over to it. So, for now, though, let's go get that out of the way and then climb back up to where we were at before. And the entire thing is refilled back up. I'm going to punch this first. There we go. Pretty good. Anyway, let's head back to where we were at before and use Zebra Bananza to get up there again because we got to do it. Zebra, Zebra. Honestly, listening to the themes of the Bonanzas on loop is pretty much a pastime for me. Because, to be honest, it's probably one of the easiest pastimes in the world to do. Now, as you know fully well, I actually got items that will help me boost terrain speed. So, pretty good. Anyway, there's actually a challenge gate over here that you want to hit. And this is only for Zebra Bananza only. Pop Party of Zebra Bananza. Pop Party is obvious. Make sure you do your best to get all the balloons. However, before you go there, turn around, and if you go behind this area, there's a banana for you. Banana, you turn on the crumbly road. Now run back and immediately try to avoid the holes. So, your holes pretty much are going to be gone if you hit them. However, not exactly too bad, all things considered, because it doesn't pop everything. So let's go and get over to where we need to go. The next one is over here. We just need to be careful not to outright fall off. Rolling is a very good strategy to just get back to where you need to be in order to make sure you don't run out of room and road. Just make sure you don't take up too much of the road, otherwise you're going to basically fall to the pit. And it's never fun to fall to the bottomless pit because unlike before, the Bonanza itself and this entire challenge stage itself basically prevents you from outright getting balloon usage. Instead, it just makes you lose gold every time. And there you go. That's one banana down. And now you may be wondering, where the heck is the last one, right? I mean, it's odd. There's only 2 bananas, right? Right. Well, it's kind of obvious where the other banana is, unfortunately. So, before we do that, let's go get the other banana first that we have available to us, and then let the pathway fall. Banana! Banana! Yay! Woohoo! Anyway, next banana. Boom, boom, boom. Banana, crumbly road, run. All done with this banana. And let's go forward. Stepping into the light. And we are kicked out of there without our Bonanza available anymore. Alright, that's fine. Now, you can actually climb the crumbly road. So let's go Zebra again and rush. However, the game's going to be a jerk, by the way. There's a fossil on this road that you have to hit the down attack. If you run out of road and hit too many times, you'll fall to the water again, and it sucks. So, yeah, that's one of the things you don't want to do. Anyway, I'm going to punch this to get myself fruit again because I need it. Okay, there we go. Fruit, there we go. Hi, melon. I'm melanin. So, let's go up again because I done food stuff. Anyway, that road actually restored itself, so we're not too concerned by it. So, yeah, pretty good. Ooh, fresh gold. Fresh meat. Zebra. Ah, I love it. Anyway, we're getting closer to where we need to get to. So, yeah, pretty obvious. Now, you can speed up and boost in this area, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, let's make sure we get that out of the way. Cooling tower, top floor. There we go. Got ourselves another fossil as well for a sea lily. There's no other fossils around the area, so let's ignore it for now. And as you see, we're going inside the cooling tower. This can't be that easy, right? It can't be that simple, right? Well, there's gold there, and there's actually ice at the top of it that you need to be careful of because the entire pathway, well, it's a little auspicious, isn't it? But let's break the ice, shall we? Ha! Poppy Kong, the first boss of this lair. I'm the director of intelligence for Void Co. But you can call me Poppy Kong. Her entire strategy is to be invisible. Make sure you hit her and make sure you find her easily. She's usually very obvious where she's located. Now punch her well in the face repeatedly for it. Now, you can actually locate where she is by checking for the HP bar, really. It's not hard to find her, and honestly, she's probably this is the easiest time you fight her. And unlike before other bosses, she has 3 times of doing this, so you just need to get close and get fast. You can use Zebra Bananza to basically nullify the issue whatsoever. And she is done.
Stopped her.
So my mission has failed. You saw right through my stealth perfume. I did not see that coming. Yes, darlings, you beat me fair and square, so I'll give you the key. Found the key, found the key. Where's the beautiful key? For anyone who knows that one, I'll definitely give you a cookie. Now let's jump down and see what she has to say before we leave. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can stop the president. He's relentless, and I'm not the only one standing in your way. You'll see that soon enough. By the way, you can give her a high five, but it's kind of weird that you can high five someone who's an enemy. Let's dive down below to see that we're getting closer inside the machine. The cooling tower interior. Now, the interior itself is quite cold. Believe me. Now, this zebra here, did you really chase that lady off? Thanks a ton, bruh. But we got other problems, like that molten chocolate. It's too hot and it's blocking the way to the lower tower. What we have to do is pull this open and get more ice cubes to fall down. Now, you gotta build a path. Not only that, there is a banana down here. And a fossil down here. I recommend going after one or the other. Now, some fossils are like obvious, like right here. However, you're gonna have to slap them in order to find the bananas here because it's a bit hard to do so. Now, you can make your pathway as weird as you want, or you can make it just pop visibly what you need to make it. You can dig underneath it if you want to, and I would recommend it. Just dig all the way to the bottom, and you'll be good. And as you see, there's a fossil here. Let's go and capture the fossil first, because it's literally right there. Punch, punch, punch. There we go, sea lily. And where is that banana? In my throat. Once again, always ruins my life. That failed. Because thankfully, though, this is dirt. Dirt makes it easier to check the fossils. Now, you can slap it for the banana, and the banana's right there. So let's go actually below to see where the banana is, and actually try to push our ways towards it. Now, you can actually lure the gold area over here to actually open a hole. However, it's not going to go down that easily. What you have to do is pull out chunks. There we go. Got the gold, and then it's going to roll towards the direction it needs to get to in order to get rid of the actual ice. Or rather, the magma in question. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a while before it actually starts doing it in order to get rid of all the magma and molten chocolate, but not really too concerned by it. You just need to make sure more pathways are available so you can make them go down. As long as the way is like a straight way, you'll be good. All right, there. Sheesh, gold. All right, there we go. Got that out of the way. Now, it's going to take a bit, so unfortunately for me, I can't do much about it. As much as you can push them as much as possible, it takes a while before the thing actually gets around it. All right, if the game can stop punching gold, that'd be lovely. Okay. Sheesh. There. Get rid of that gold. Now it's making sure it goes all the way through. You can actually punch your way out normally once you're done with getting everything out of the way. But besides that, though, not too concerning. So let's punch this out of the way and grab it. I think it's going to cool down at least another bit of it if I can actually get to cooperate. But it's not easy. There we go. Got it down, and we can actually start cooling gold. You can't touch the banana yet, so let's wait for a little bit. Beep. Okay. No, you don't, chunk. Okay. 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 Can you just pop this rock? All right, that's it. Popping the rock out of the way. This is annoying. Unfortunately, the rock makes this way more annoying to grab. There we go. If we pop the rocks out of the way, we can actually get ourselves to the gold in question for the banana. However, we gotta get rid of all this rock. Now I can actually grab to the banana. Good grief. Banana, bird in the cooling tower, is now done. And now we have skill points again. The Bananza also has a lot of Bananza skills for Zebra Bananza. Break Blast generates a shockwave, and if you do it even further, you can go even faster. I'm going to upgrade Zebra Bananza all the way so we can actually get ourselves a lot more speed when it comes down to Zebra Bananza. There we go. Min-maxing the Zebra Bananza. Now, Spin Shot's interesting, however, Spin Slam is even more interesting. It does more damage, and it hits harder with the rotating of the Y button. While holding Y while rotating. It pretty much is an attack while spinning. So, I'm going to go for the Spin Slam because it's a bit more useful for me, so you can do whatever you want. Now, I don't know if that was actually make a pathway towards where we're supposed to go instead. You can do this by just getting dirt and then making sure the dirt goes in the other direction. So let's just push them away from the direction where we were at before and then open a way towards where we need to go. It's pretty easy to get to, but honestly, dirt makes it more annoying. Let's make sure we... Can I grab the dirt? Thank you. There we go. That way we stop the thing from going the wrong direction. Now, it's going to become apparent they're stuck. If I can just stop the thing from being stubborn, it will be fine. Now, unfortunately, since there's no diagonal movement in this game, I can't really do much about it, and this is where you need to go. Now that we cooled this off, we can actually smack it and then punch this repeatedly in order to get the thing open. Pretty straightforward and simple, actually, when you think about it. Now, there is another banana around the area, or a fossil around here. As you see, there's a fossil right there, but the walls are unpunchable. You're gonna have to wait to cool this down first before you do anything else. And slap. Okay. That's actually out of the way, and I can finally get some more bananas out of the way. Or rather, more of the gold chips out of the way for ice. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's actually pretty good. Now we can actually start digging down now, shall we? Let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Hey, okay. There we go. Got more gold. Let's dig a little bit, dig a little bit, dig a little bit, and dig a little bit. Aye! My butt. Yep. Sometimes the game does that, and I hate it. Okay, get out of here. Blasted bozo. I do not need you. Okay, can you cool down that little bit of annoying rock that I got burnt by? Please. Okay, sheesh. Okay. Okay, that's annoying and bothersome. And tedious, in fact. Okay. Did not want to land here yet. Thanks, game. I'm trying to actually get items I need. But balloon is helpful. Pretty good. Okay. There's a construction tone over here if you want to build a way back to the main passage to the village. And we are going to do that because it's kind of easy to do. Now, of course, this is pretty good, because you can just get back to the village at any point you wish now, without having to worry about the, you know, nonsense. Not only that, this basically gets rid of the pathway needed for other things. So, with that done, I'm trying to get the banana first. So, the banana in question is odd. By that, I mean really odd. You can't really get there easily anymore, and the walls are slick. See? Can't climb them. So, I'm going to have to go all the way back up again to get that banana. So, I'm going to be right back, because I really want to get this one out of the way. Because it's a very good banana, and I'd rather get it. Boom. We can actually check the map to see where it's located. Unfortunately, it seems to be outside the tower, which you can climb up to. So, I'm going to actually try to go outside the tower again to see if we can get there. So, yeah. Now, let's go back out to the entrance again and see if we can actually climb this tower. Unfortunately, there seems to be another ability I'm going to need for later, but I think I can make it by just tricking it out. There's an easy way to trick it out by just going all the way this way, climbing up, and then going to the left, and then climbing all the way back up again and doing our strategy that we did last time. By the way, there is a banana over here if you want to talk to them. Bro, look what we found. That's a banana, isn't it? But how can we reach it, bruh? Yeah, I already know. I know. Now, the outside of the tower actually does have secrets for you, if you actually take the time to climb up. Now, I'm going to try to do what I usually do when I did last time. Okay, there we go. Managed to get over there, no problem. Now, outside the tower, we can actually check around the outside and see there is a banana right at the end of this. I was hoping for this banana, and believe me, I wanted this as much as possible, behind the cooling tower. You have to be outside the tower in order to get it, and ice is not grabbable, so yeah, that kind of sucks. So let's go back in the tower like we're supposed to go, because the tower itself is actually quite short in terms of gameplay. So, yeah. Honestly, when it comes to this section, I usually got stumped for a little bit, but I'm fine now. Triple banana. Ooh. Let's dive down for the triple banana. And 502 is a hot place. Banana hoofing it in the hot hoof heater. Now, as you see, they're sweating ridiculously hotly. And with that all done, I think we're ending this off right here. Next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we'll be checking out this hot layer and seeing what the heck is happening to that cooler. See you all next time.